How you doing, good people? This is the 8-Bit Animal, and I've said it numerous times. I love Irem's video games. Irem made my favorite NES game. You know, Metal Storm. We talked about that. Irem gave us really the first football game on the NES with 10-Yard Fight. A lot of y'all like to act like y'all didn't like 10-Yard Fight, but you like 10-Yard Fight. They gave us Kung Fu Master. They gave us Moon Patrol, which is one of my favorite really old arcade games. They gave us a lot of really cool stuff that we can visit and revisit fondly. Even up to the R-Type stuff. R-Type is fantastic. We don't get R-Type if it wasn't for Irem because they published it, right? Today's game is a thing that it's the NES port actually of a thing that we should have gotten here in the States. But they got it in Japan, they got it in Europe. We got hoes. Which is weird because it came out in 1990 and that was around the same time as Metal Storm. This would have moved numbers, but what do I know? Today, we're going to take a quick look at Hammerin Harry. Now, in Hammerin Harry, you play as Harry, a carpenter, construction worker, whatever. A carpenter. We're going to call him a carpenter. I don't think he did construction work per se, exclusively. And Harry is going about his day, living his life, doing his carpenter thing. He, got his hammer. He knocked down stuff, build stuff, all that. And then these folks come through and gentrify his neighborhood and tear down his house. No, we don't like gentrification around these parts. And so Harry does something about it. He take his hammer and he go get to the business of beating people up that's trying to gentrify his neighborhood. He even says that at the beginning of each level. Some big Arsenio Hall energy, like, let's get busy. Yeah, that thing. Well, it's a standard, actually kind of cute arcade action game, little platformer. Harry has a hammer. He does his little jumps. You can upgrade the hammer to a little spinning joint. You can upgrade it to a giant hammer, which is comically ridiculous because it's bigger than his body. You get a hard hat. You get extra health. You get jeans. You can jump higher. It's a cool game. And between levels, goons kidnap his girlfriend, and so the bonus round is basically him beating up a bunch of goons to get his girlfriend back. Yeah, the game is, and it's not a hard game. About half hour you can play through it. It's an adorable video game. All the characters are little chibi style characters, and they just cute as hell. And the gameplay is solid. The platforming is solid. The only problem I have is that spinning hammer. It's kind of whack, but everything else is really, really well done. Especially for a game that honestly we should have got here in the States. We did end up getting, years later, we got a PSP game called Hammerin Hero, which was basically like a follow-up. There's an anime based on Hammerin Hero, and I want to say there's a Game Boy version of this game. Don't really know if that came to the States because didn't really pay attention to the Game Boy. Eyes are jacked up. I'm going to pay attention to the Game Boy. Started collecting for it when I got older. But yeah, Hammerin Harry is a fantastic video game, and it's definitely something that's worth your time, and you should definitely check it out. It's a lot of fun. Now, if you decide you want a copy of Hammerin' Harry, it is an import. If you can't find a reproduction card of it, and you have a way to play import cards, yeah, that Power Region NES card, that's gonna cost you. Cheapest price I saw was about $100, and in most cases, it's gonna cost you a whole lot more than that $100. So yeah, this game is fantastic. I would say find a way to play it. Find a way to play the arcade game. The arcade game's a lot of fun too. And they're both different in their own. They're both slightly different. Also, if you have a way to play Hammerin' Hero, you should play that. All the Hammerin' Harry games were great. I don't know why we didn't get them here in the States. Like, we didn't get the old ones in the States. That's kind of, we got hosed, Tommy. We got hosed. Because this is a lot of fun. This has been the 8-Bit Animal. And I'll catch you beautiful people tomorrow. Tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know what his workout routine is, but you gotta be crazy strong to be able to swim through coins like that.